Give me a minute and we'll talk about the sea babies. The sea babies. The sea babies, despite their name, are radically new versions of unmanned surface naval drones that pack a punch. And in fact, today, Ukrainian military intelligence has released these photographs of two landing ships that were destroyed down in the Vuska Bay in occupied Crimea today. Now, it looks like, here's what's important. The siege of Crimea is coming. We know that Ukraine can hit the Kerch Bridge whenever they want. They demonstrated it when they took out that Karakut corvette last week. So if that's true, then all they need to do is cut the land bridge in occupied Kherson or Zaporizhia. Now, I know that's no mean feat. You got 400,000 Russians stopping you. But they're working on it. And when Crimea is under siege, the only way they're going to be able to get resupplied is with IL-76s, the big cargo planes like our C-130s, right? And these landing ships. That's what these landing ships are for. In fact, if you Google Naval News, February 8th, 2022, 2 weeks, just a little bit more than 2 weeks before the full-scale invasion happened, you will find an article that tells the story of 6 Rapucha-class landing ships entering the Mediterranean Sea. Why? Because of the Montreux Convention. Putin knew that once hostilities began, Turkey would close the Straits of the Bosphorus and Dardanelles, and Turkey would prevent any more warships from entering the Black Sea. So, at the last minute, just 2 weeks before he poured 250,000 troops over the border, he ordered up 6 more landing ships so that he could ferry tanks from mainland Russia into Crimea. He could ferry troops from mainland Russia into Crimea. He could ferry food, water, supplies, gasoline, fuel, whatever. Now, how many landing craft were there before those 6 additional entered the Black Sea in February of 2022? We believe that there were 7, of which 2 were not seaworthy. So basically 5. 5 plus 6 is 11. How many have the Ukrainians taken out? Well, with these 2, that brings the total up to 7, which would leave what? 4. 4. So when the siege of Crimea begins, it's going to be more difficult than ever to resupply it. Every day, the Ukrainians are demonstrating that they are waging a war. Not a terror campaign, not a cultural genocide, but a war. They degrade the enemy's ability to do war. That's what this is about. Make no mistake. And it is evidence that as many bodies as the Kremlin wants to throw at this thing, it's Ukraine that's winning the deep battle. Make no mistake.